Hello friends, how are you all? Welcome to our CSS training session. Today we will talk about the make CSS more powerful. So what is CSS? To understand this, we need to define the relationship of selectors, such as which elements is inside which other elements or how they are related. There are four types of combinators in CSS: Descendant Combinator, Child Combinator, Adjacent Sibling Combinator, and General Sibling Combinator. Let's start with the descendant combinator. This means targeting other elements at any level within an element. It helps you understand the parent-child relationship. Here I'll show you an example. I will open my code editor and walk you through it. In this example, there is a div, which is the parent element. Inside the div, there is a p element and a span element. Then another div starts here and inside it there is another p element. So as you can see, the outer div is the parent and it contains some child element like p and span. Now let's apply some CSS for the div. I have applied a blue color, so any p inside the div will be colored blue. You can see that inside the outer div there is also a p and it colored blue because it is inside the parent div. However, the span element inside the same div will be colored red. As I have applied that style specifically to the span. If I create another span element inside the div and add some text like ABCD, you will see that no color is applied to it because it is not targeted by the specific CSS rule inside the parent div. Let me show you an example with the p element. If I add a new p tag and write something inside it like this, it will not get the blue color because it is not inside the parent div. Only the p elements that are inside the div will inherit the blue color. So to summarize, the CSS rule of the parent div are applied to its child elements. If you want to apply a different style to a specific child element like the span, you can do that as well. Next is the child combinator, which targets only the target direct children. In this we use the greater than sign. As you can see, let's go through with an example. I am going to copy the example from here itself. So friends, you can see here that we have a div and then that greater than sign followed by p. This means the color of the p will become green. Then we have another example where we use the greater than sign followed by a span. This means the color of the span will become orange. Now let's look at the structure. Everything inside the div will be considered as its children. For example, here there are two div elements. One starts here and the other starts here. Now any children inside these div elements like the paragraph will have the styles applied to them. The p elements inside these div element will have a green color and the span inside them will have an orange color. So to clarify, all the direct children inside each div like the p or span will have their colors changed according to CSS rule applied. Now let's talk about styling element that come immediately after a specific element. Here we will see how to write this. I am going to copy the example from here. Look, we use the plus sign for the adjacent sibling combinator. For adjacent siblings, we use the plus sign. So here you can see S2 plus P. This means the whatever comes immediately after S2, its color will be purple. As you can see, the paragraph that comes just after the header in the output has its color changed to purple. This is how you use the adjacent sibling combinator. The last one is the general sibling combinator, which targets not only the next siblings but all siblings that comes after the specified element. The adjacent sibling combinator changes only the element that comes immediately after it. But the general siblings combinators apply to all the siblings that follow the specific element. Now you can see that there is an H3 here, and we are using the general sibling combinator. To do this, we use the til- tilde sign, which is located before the number 1 on your keyboard. In this example, the color is dark green and font weight is bold. As you can see, all the paragraphs inside the div after H3 are being affected by the style. Their color is changing to dark green and the font is becoming bold. However, the paragraphs above the H3 are not affected, which is the speciality of the general sibling combinator. Now let's try another example. If I add an H2 here and insert some dummy content inside it and then copy two paragraphs from above, you will see that their color is also changing. Since all these paragraphs are coming after the H3, their color becomes dark green. So guys, this was the basic information about combinators. They give more control to descendant, child, adjacent and general siblings, making your style more specific and powerful. Understanding combinators can be a bit tricky, but with practice everything will become easy. If you want to know anything else, feel free to ask in the comments. Keep smiling and happy coding. Thank you.